Hey yo, what up? It's your boy, Inexplicable Heavy Breathing. Just fucking going at the microphone as if it's, as if it owes me money, I guess. You know, Tyson brought up a good point that, if people are in a terrible shape, you start doing a bit of physical work, you start breathing heavily. Like, I'm by no means in good physical shape, and, I walk up the stairs too quick. It's a bit of a dark time, but it doesn't usually get me out of breath sitting on a couch playing some video games. But it's just sort of bizarre stuff. Anyway, what do we got here? We've got a fun-filled day for you today. First off, we're gonna go to the village again. Just keep going to the village, even though it's where there's mechanics combined that you don't understand. So we better just make sure that we go here when we shouldn't, get angry at it. There's a puzzle with a bunch of shit coming out of it. One of the interesting things for you, Mark, is that you're probably at the point now where you should be able to solve... Well, you should be able to solve this one in particular. That's... I believe in you. And then that leads on to some of these puzzles, which I know you have the tools to solve. So you can at least get to the point of turning this one on and then getting real angry at what this one is. But that's something for you later. And also, I don't know if the microphone picked up that sharp inhale. That wasn't out of breath, that was me trying to suppress a burp. But So this one, we came here and we're trying to solve the Tetris piece thing, and you had the idea that makes a Tetris piece and you're trying to close it off, and then you just did this and got real mad. I can tell you that isn't the solution, but these are all fucking dots, Mark. Like, these aren't just the grid. Like, you have to... Part of this puzzle is solving this however you do these, but also going through every single grid line to get all the dots. So, don't ever forget that there's always more going on than you think. Because this one, I think, is... No, it's not that way. Can't be that way. But this one also is invalid, which means maybe it is... Oh, that invalidates that, so it has to be... Oh, that also invalidates it. Yeah, I don't remember it, but yeah, like, you fucked it up because you just didn't collect the dots. And then there was another puzzle you did in this video as well, where you also just forgot about the dots. To the point where I'm confident now you're just taking the piss. Because, I mean, you know this stuff, and even you don't get so panicked that it's a thing. Now, I'm just running over here so that I can collect this. So I solved this forever ago, but I do need to address some things for you. So, you came here, started straight away, identified this as the way to go, and just followed through the logic of our solution. I was actually really impressed, and then you did this, and then you just got to here, and you just started freaking out doing this, going, oh, it has to pass through these. This is a bit of a weird one because it follows a clockwise thing, but the answer is to go against what you've been doing to isolate things off again. But it's really straightforward. But you just got to... I think you even got to this point where you were like this kind of... And then you just, instead of... Oh, well, let's backtrack to what I don't understand. Everything here makes sense. Instead of doing that, you just go... And you start again, get frazzled, and then you start doing bullshit. Like, you know this is impossible. You know this is impossible. You know this is viable. You know this is impossible because you can't isolate both. So, like, just... It's like you said to us in at work the other day, to me and Luke. Sometimes I just need to stop and think, and I think that's really the case. Stop and think, and you'll be all good. Apparently, screenshot doesn't work when you're in streamer mode. Who knew? Oh, there it is. Okay, maybe it does work. I don't know what's going on there. Should be able to remember that, but these things, you write them down on a piece of paper, you take a screenshot, you take a photo. Like Mark said he's probably going to cop some shit for taking a photo on a screen. Why? Like, it's you've done the work, you've unlocked it. Like, I don't expect you to run back and forth 100 times to just remember it. That's not what this game is. Like when I played through it the first time, I absolutely had a notepad and a pen just on the desk at all times, just so that I could try to draw shit out, because it just works a lot easier for me. And yeah, you just use the tools that are available to you. Cool, so we got some stuff there, can't go that way. So here we are at the theatre, and it was... Turns out I don't remember it either. See, this is what... web browser, that's not what I wanted. Round up and then down. Okay, so... Alright, so this is the great James Burke giving a speech on... the relative information and the abstract versus the hard science at some really deep levels. I'd really recommend actually watching it. Their whole series that was on, I can't remember what it was called. Yeah, Yesterday, Tomorrow and You. That was part of a larger series. One episode there's with James Burke. It's really interesting stuff, just talking about the way we perceive information. Mark just did this, and then he just... I think he even just fucking went out this way and then just gave up without trying to solve it. It was real weird. But out to this one, yeah, I'm not going to waste anybody's time. Like we've all solved this, we understand how this works. There's not really any drama to it. Yeah, so it's just that easy, Mark. Like, there's really not much to it. You asked about that, we've done it. This one, I think I remember. So you have to be, and then you two, but that doesn't separate them out. So it's like a step. It's just that simple, and all that's in here is another one of those puzzles that you just don't want to solve. So I hope that was worth it for you, spending some time there. But anyway, that's really it. That's all I'm going to do today. But again, just absolutely spit and tax this episode at you, Mark, just for the disrespect at this video. It's really interesting. It's one of the things that sort of talks about the theories behind the game as well. So all you complaining that the game makes no sense, just in your spare time, don't record it. Just have a watch of this. It's like 5 minutes. It's really entertaining, and it's just great. So I'm gonna stop here in the theatre. In fact, I might just leave this running while I'm editing, because it's just a good time. So this is your boy, heavy breathing, just struggling through, but we'll get there next time.